Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Harvey Dublock, coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today's Friday, March 8th, and a day H.
And I'm Bridget Salmini. From Career Night to the Student Coalition Blood Drive and the Senior Prom Fundraiser, we've got a lot to talk about.
So will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We've hit March, so it's testing time. Tomorrow is the SAT right here at NCHS. Please remember to show up early at 7:30 and bring your testing ticket, 2 number 2 pencils and a graphing calculator with extra batteries just in case. For many juniors, this is the first time that they are taking the test, so good luck. The SAT will also be administered later this month in the school for juniors as a state standardized test, although the essay portion will not be offered.
We're just a few weeks away from Career Night, which takes place Tuesday night, March 19th. It's a fun yet important night, so we want to highlight the opportunities students will have access to. This year, the PFA has 50 prestigious speakers and 10 different panels, including professionals from JetBlue, Sony Music, and Shazam, just to name a few. Students can attend 2 of the 10 panels with 4 to 6 speakers on each, and will also have the opportunity to ask them specific questions and learn more about each career. Some of the panel categories include communications, law and order, as well as medicine and healthcare. To see the full list of careers and to find out more information, please visit the NCHS PFA website.
And another exciting event here at NCHS, the annual Ram Jam Fashion Music Festival, which is coming up fast. And while most seniors who will be participating in this show have already registered and placed deposits, there is still ample time for freshmen, sophomores and juniors to plan to attend the event. Tickets are on sale through the PFA website and in the cafeteria as we get closer to March 29th. A huge crowd is expected, so everyone who can possibly make it should do their best to attend. And if you're in the audience, you can even win some awesome prizes, so there's truly something in it for everyone. The money raised will go towards funding the senior post-prom, so help contribute to this great cause by showing up.
In more news we should be celebrating, Junior Pablo Villa placed first in the PCS Adventures Drones for Good video contest. Students from ages 13 to 18 throughout America were challenged to create a short video highlighting how drones could benefit society. These submissions were judged on originality, creativity, and quality, and were narrowed down to the top 15 through online voting and afterwards scored by judges. Congratulations, Pablo, and to the other students who placed.
Some other competition news. Congratulations to the NCHS science team members who competed in the National Science Bowl regional competition held at Yukon last Sunday. The team participated for the first time and made it to the competition round, ranking 15th out of 78 teams. Science team members Benjamin Levin, Elizabeth Dolan, Ellie Grogan, Vivian Ding and Chella Cove have worked very hard all year long with their advisor Mrs. Sabolsky and club president Senior Sachi Krishna. Great job, guys.
And if you aren't a part of the science team, then don't worry, because there are many different clubs you can join here at NCHS. And there is a new one coming to town. James Dathan recently created the Young Democrats of New Canaan Club. They will have their first meeting on Tuesday, March 12th in room 101 after school. To learn more about this club, you can check out their Facebook page titled The Young Democrats of New Canaan. If you're interested, make sure to check it out.
And don't forget, Student Coalition is hosting a Red Cross blood drive this Monday, March 11th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the main gym. Right now, the Red Cross has less than a 3-day supply of most blood types, and blood products are being distributed to hospitals faster than donations are coming in. So please help them out and sign up to donate. All you have to do is visit the Red Cross website and enter the sponsor code NCHS, and you can then determine your eligibility for donating blood. Additionally, Game of Thrones fans are in luck, because if you donate blood during the blood drive, you'll automatically be entered to win one of 5 trips to the Season 8 world premiere of Game of Thrones.
Speaking of helping out, I know you've seen all the recycling bins around school, but the question is, what are those recycling posters all about? Fallon or Known decided to get a closer look. Fallon?
Hey guys, what is up? I caught up with Junior JoJo O'Brien, who's very passionate about the topic, and we discussed what her position was on the recycling and what we can do at NCHS to create a greener environment. JoJo, what's up?
The first step that I did is I put posters up and around the school in front of the trash cans to tell people to put it outside in the recycling bin and not in the trash.
She also suggests that not only can students do our part, but also the school can do their part and purchase more recycling bins.
People just throw it in anyway, and so we really just need to have more of those recycling bins to balance out all of the trash cans that we have here.
Thanks, JoJo, and you're right. Recycling is important, and we can all do our part, even if it is as simple as this.
Thanks, JoJo. I think we all need to be reminded every now and then to keep our school green.
And as another reminder, NCHS Theatre will be performing Anything Goes on March 14th, 15th and 16th, all at 7 p.m. The show is about Reno Sweeney, a popular nightclub singer and performer evangelist, her pal Billy Crocker, a lovelorn Wall Street broker who has come aboard to try and win the favour of his beloved Hope Harcourt. This will be a great and hilarious performance, so I urge you guys to go out and buy a ticket, and you can buy them right now at nchstheatre.com, or you may purchase them at the door.
Harvey, and yet another thing NCHS needs to be reminded of is the winter sports season, which is still alive well despite it being so close to spring. For more on it, let's send it over to Ian Nicholas.
Bridget and Harvey, NCHS. Even though plenty of spring sports practices are starting up, there are still numerous winter sports teams still battling it out in the playoffs or just wrapping up their seasons. A couple of them even have a pretty good shot at bringing home a state championship, and I'm here to tell you why. I'm Ian Nicholas, and this is your Ram Sports Report. Let's open things up with boys swimming and diving. The divers went up to Middleton for the state championship on Wednesday and crushed the competition. 4 juniors were able to sweep the top 4 places for NC. James Ragusa came in first, Connor Cloud in second, George Moore in third, and Jackson Camporin placed 4th. Terrific work, guys. The performance of the divers helps out the swimmers immensely, as they'll start with a 93-point lead over last year's state champion and arch rival Darien as swim trials tomorrow and the finals on Monday. Finish strong, guys. Next, a little boys basketball. After a tough loss to Ridgefield in the FCAC quarterfinals last month, FCAC Coach of the Year Danny Melzer and the Rams look to charge into the state playoffs with the right attitude. With a 16-4 record and a 4th seed, the boys got a bye for the first round of states and ended up hosting number 13 Griswold on Wednesday. The boys made quick work of the Wolverines, demolishing them 55-27, led by a 17-point performance from senior captain Matt Brand. Also, quick shout-outs go to Brand, who made the All-FCAC 3rd team, and NCTV's own senior captain Luke Rambuya, making the All-Defensive team. The guys have their work cut out for them tonight in the quarterfinals versus 5th-seeded St. Bernard at 7 o'clock right here in the NCHS gym. I'll be there to commentate, and I'd love to see an absolutely packed bomb squad at the game, but if you can't make it, we are live streaming it, so you can check out NCTV on Twitter just in case. Best of luck, guys. Up next is boys wrestling. Last Friday, the state champs junior Tyler Sung and sophomore Justin Mastriani traveled up to Rhode Island, competing in New England. Mastriani had a great performance, finishing runner-up in the 138-pound weight class, unfortunately falling to Ellis Tech's Sean Johnson. However, it was Sung who stole the show, as he won the 145-pound championship by defeating Sean Caldegaron of Coventry, Rhode Island. He has won seemingly everything he possibly could, from FCAC to states and now all of New England. And when you dominate in that fashion at the regional level, you're well deserving of a 2nd straight Ram of the Week honor. Congrats, Tyler. Now, on to hockey. Same old here for the girls. After cruising their way to FCAC champions, the girls in their stellar 19-1-2 record were ready for states last Saturday, where they made quick work of Suffield, winning easily 3-0. They hosted Simsbury in the semifinals on Wednesday, where, no surprise, they came away with win number 21, beating the Trojans 3-1. Goals came from senior captain Jess Eccleston as well as freshman Grace Crowell and Caitlin Tully. The girls are now heading to the state finals, looking for their first championship victory in 6 years. They face off against this little-known third seed, you might have heard of them, Darien. The arch rivals battle it out tomorrow in West Haven at 1 o'clock for the championship. Also, congratulations to Eccleston, fellow senior captain Caitlin Sparks, and freshman Kaylee Harding, who were all recently named to the All-FCAC team. Congrats and bring home the hardware, girls. Meanwhile, the boys were back for the States after losing to Greenwich in FCACs, and what do you know? The Cardinals were the Rams' first matchup in the tournament. You know NCTV was there, so let's roll the tape. The Rams in white as Bowden Gamble tries to stuff it in, but skates around the net and feeds it to Gunnar Granito, who seems to score the opening goal, but the referee waves it off as the net came out of its post before the puck was in it. Later in the second, Greenwich feeds their D-man, scoring to put them up 1-0. Now we fast forward into the third, just a minute left, and Walker Kerr throws the puck towards the net when Brendan B.K. Knightley tips it past the goalie to tie the game up with just 11 seconds left. This game went into OT. We're just 20 seconds in. Gunnar Granito backhands one into the net to win it for New Canaan. What a win for the boys as they now move on to the second round of states, traveling up to Northwest Catholic tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Best of luck, guys. Finally, I want to give a quick shout out to the big guy, senior shot put star Jack Conley, who participated in New England last Saturday after terrific showings in both FCACs and states. Up in Boston, Conley had a solid performance, placing 9th out of 26 throwers. Congrats, Jack, on a terrific season. Now, before I go, 2 things to mention. First, if any girls are interested in joining the New Canaan crew team, there is a meeting this Monday, the 11th, in room 206, happening right after school. Second, NCHS, make sure to get out sometime this weekend to watch either the boys' b-ball team or one of the hockey teams in action. However, if you're a big fan of lacrosse, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, a college game will be played right here at Dunning Stadium. Vermont and Hobart's male lacrosse teams are coming to town, and the only way to come to see them play is to buy tickets at the door or ditch the long line and use GoFan.com. However, no passes will be accepted for the hockey games or lacrosse game, so keep that in mind. Well, that's all for me. Best of luck to the rest of the winter teams left standing. We'd love to see some additions to the state championship banners in the gym. Bridget and Harvey, back to you.
Thanks, Ian. Now, the weather has been quite freezing recently, and to find out if this trend continues, we're going to head on over to Quinton O'Connell. Quinton, how's it doing? How you doing?
How we doing, guys? Ian just got chills watching the boys hockey. Unbelievable stuff, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is up? I'm Quinton O'Connell, and this is awesome to be back here again on the weather. As we all know, we've been experiencing an evil cold, but this is expected to slowly be lifted through the weekend, so let's take a glance. For today, we should expect temperatures from the mid-30s dipping into the mid-20s with a chance of evening snow. If this was 1961, the weatherman would probably say, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. So would I. Saturday is the day after Friday. You may be thinking, what will the weather be? Glad we're on the same page. I thought the same thing. But then I found out it would be sunny with a high in the low 40s and a low near freezing. Rock on. Finally, the Sabbath. First things first, it is daylight savings. So be sure to turn your clocks an hour forward. Although we lose an hour of sleep, we will soon appreciate it as the sun will start to set an hour later. Sunday, it'll set at 6:55. That is 5 minutes before 7. Wow. There will be a high in the mid-40s and a low in the mid-30s with a chance of rain. This is an awkward cold as it's too warm to snow but too cold to frolic outside. This steady trend of warming temps should continue into next week as we may see a high nearing 60 degrees. And guys, that's all the weather I can provide. It's been quite the pleasure to be back here again, guys, so thank you all. Have a blessed day, NCHS, and as always, happy weekend.
Thanks, Quinton. Now, before we go, we would like to wish a very happy birthday to Daniel Assis and Miss Lapola. If you have any announcements, be sure to follow us on Twitter at NCTV78. or email us at nctv78@gmail.com a week before the Friday broadcast. This has been Harvey Duplock.
And I'm Bridget Salmini. We leave you now with Pablo Villa's amazing First Place Drones for Good video. And we will see all of you at tonight's basketball game. Besides that, have an awesome weekend, NCHS.
Criminals are increasingly using drones for all kinds of purposes, including surveillance.
4 Americans killed by drone strikes.
The fear is drones could do much more damage.
When we see drones on TV, it's always in a negative light. These are not our drones. Our drones are the ones that help our first responders.
You really have to understand that the small unmanned aircraft and police work, public safety work, is now another tool in which we can use to help protect our society, to help protect our people. We're not out using them to try to look over people's fences and to find out what they're doing in their private lives. We're using this tool as an example of getting information from the public to the public so we can help save lives. That's what it's all about.
Drones serve a pretty unique purpose. Fly up, do a flyover, and give our customers a glimpse of what the field looks like from the air. It's amazing that something so small can capture something so big.
Drones have become an important part of our marketing. We're able to capture multiple angles. Anything that can capture the image of a house can sell a house.
These are our drones, whether it's first responders, farmers, real estate agents, or even just filmmakers like ourselves. Our drones are here to change things for the better. So what are you going to do with your drone?